listen, man. I'm with my guy.
Still on Android. We ain't got nothing to say to him. He's
Why-
still on
why-
Android.
Why you got it?
Bro,
We already had this conversation.
Exactly. And you still on Android.
You want me to go to iPhone?
Yes, please.
Never. What up, young world? What up, young world? Welcome to Savon's Legendary Podcast. And I got one of my young bulls in this joint, man. Listen, this guy, he's a champion at the SoundCapsul Series Bout. He brought on some money. He brought on a whole bunch of this interview. And this guy, when I first saw him, I told him, I said, yo, you ready right now? And he's heard that before from many people. Please help me introduce my man. Who they need? She. I think somebody like it. All right. What's up, my guy?
What's going on, good brother?
Man, I wasn't no trouble. What's up? So she'd in the car. She'd always working. She'd in the car right now outside the studio. He took his time out to do this interview with me. I really appreciate you being on here. He was supposed to be on some time ago, but we couldn't get it together. But that's all right because it's together now.
We here now, yes sir.
What's up, man?
Hey man, ain't nothing. Same shit, different set of draws, man. You know how it go.
Different set of drums. So listen, for I always like to start from the beginning and give people like a baseline of who I'm talking to. So man, give me a little background about number one, where you're from, and what motivated you to do the type of music you do.
Well, first and foremost, you know, my name is Rashid Sheed, you know what I'm saying? So I'm from East Atlanta, you know, family from Brooklyn, New York, you know what I mean? So I got ties all through the, you know what I'm saying, from Brooklyn to east side of Atlanta, you know. Man, I've been doing music since I was like 9 years old, man. My mom was like a real Michael Jackson fanatic. And at first I used to want to sing, you know what I'm saying? But like I knew I couldn't sing, but I had a knack for music though, you know what I'm saying? So it up coming across Cassidy, and I seen his battle with Freeway, and then I just started shout to Cass big time, you know what I'm saying? The Problem. But I ended up start following him and YouTubing him and looking him up, and I started seeing his freestyles and all kinds of stuff or whatever. So, you know, I took a liking the way he formed words, and he was what they call a punchline rapper. You know what I'm saying? And then I started listening to Eminem. Then I started, you know what I'm saying, I started Googling him and following him and loving the way he put his stories together about his mom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Detroit, 8 Mile, you know what I'm saying?
I was in the movie.
Word.
Yeah. I was in 8 Mile. Eminem's a friend of mine. Yeah.
That was one of my favorite movies. I'm talking about from the dawn of time. Like I got a top 5 list, and that definitely is on my top 5 list. You know what I'm saying?
That movie was crazy. It's because it was such a low budget movie. None of us knew. It was so low budget. Rest in peace, the director, Curtis Hanson. Man, big Proof, rest in peace, Proof. And of course, Marshall. We didn't know. We was just happy to be there. First of all, that movie was filled with Detroit rappers. It was all, whether you knew them or not, it was all Detroit rappers, the whole movie.
I had read that.
Oh, yeah.
I had read that. So, yeah. And then going from Eminem, then Lil Wayne started to spark my, you know what I'm saying, my interest. So, you know what I mean? Like, it just became like a punchline thing, you know what I'm saying? And for a while, you know what I'm saying, that's why I based my focus on, like, my bars and my storytelling, because it was like, that's what I wanted to be like, you know what I'm saying? So, as I started to do so, you know, people were telling me, like, hey, the music industry don't want to hear that, though. You know what I'm saying? The music industry really is going to tell you to dumb that down. So try to dumb it down, you know what I'm saying? Like, do what you do, but, like, dumb it down, like, because you hard, but you're going over people's heads, so they not really, like, catching you for real. So what I did was I started like, you know what I'm saying, paying attention to the artists of today and so on and so forth. And I started to like mimic, if you will, like their style, but make it my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would do them with a sprinkle of sheet. You know what I'm saying? So they, you still can't say, "Oh, that sound like Lil Baby," or
At
"Oh, that
all.
sound like Kevin Gates,"
At all.
or "Oh, that sound." You know what I'm saying? So, but it's good enough for them to be like, "Oh yeah, I can hear that on the radio." You know what I'm saying? So I ended up reaching my goal. You know what I mean? So now, not only am I giving you bars and the hardest shit that I could come up with, but it sound catchy enough for you to dance to and for you to sing in your car and for
That's
you to.
like the perfect. That's like the perfect. That's like the perfect storm. You know,
Yes.
even you know, with my music, you know, there's a time and place. The good thing about music as a whole, not just urban music, but music as a whole, it's room for everything, right?
Sure.
You have people that I know, believe it or not, I know women that love bars and punchlines. Women.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be like, yo, when you said that, that meant that and that. That's a double entendre. Say, I'm like,
Right. That's hard.
straight up. So my point is, there's an audience for
Sure.
every type of music. That's why when I critique artists and I consult with labels and etc., I always tell them there's no such thing as a bad song. We might hear a song and it might not be for us. See, the goal is to find the right fan for that type of music. Don't change the music. There's fans for every single. There's a time and place for every. So,
Yes, sir.
but you cast your net a little wider when you make it catchy and tell a story and make it danceable and got bars. You cast a really wide net to capture a lot of fans.
Sure. Yes, sir. And that's the goal. That's the you know what I'm saying, that's the treatment. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I want to be able to do, see, the goal is to be able to make music that lasts for life. You know what I'm saying? So like you're not just getting paid for right now. You're not just catchy right now. You know what I'm saying? You're catchy for the life of the music. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I want to be like the backyard barbecue music, you know what I'm saying? That you play that came out in goddamn the 99s and the
Yeah,
early two.
yeah,
It's 2024 and they still busting the move like it just came out yesterday. You know what I mean? That's my goal. I want to be the life of the music. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, absolutely. And I'm gonna tell you, you on your way, man. Like
Thank you.
he got two singles. You got to send me the links to both of these too. You
Sure.
got links for them? He got Say That and By Myself. And I'm gonna tell you, y'all gonna love them. When I tell you y'all gonna become a She fan, I'm really doing y'all a solid right now. I'm really doing y'all an entire solid. And I'm gonna put the link
Doing
in the description below. This interview is gonna be on my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna put the link to both of these records. And let me tell y'all, I'm doing y'all a favor. I'm telling you, y'all gonna become instant She fans. This is exclusive. I'm just telling you. So let's pivot a little bit. Let's pivot a little bit.
sure.
In 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 mainstream radio, mainstream music, as far as the urban side, I noticed that women have taken over the radio. Glorilla,
As far
Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj, Megan, Cardi B, Lotto. I mean, what do you think attributes to the resurgence of women being so prominent in rap? What do you think is the cause of it? Or have you even
well,
thought
for,
about
well, for one, honestly, to be honest, what I'm starting to notice is, well, other than the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj beef or whatever that is, they stick together more.
it?
They not talking about sliding on each other. They talking about doing these dudes how they do them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
they're empowering each other, telling each other that these niggas don't deserve them. You know what I'm saying? While we're sitting here talking about sliding on this nigga, sliding on that guy, killing this boy, going to see his mother, kidnapping nephews. You know what I'm saying? That's why, and don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's a time and a place for everything. You know what I mean? There's an audience for everything. So, though that audience is that audience because you know what I'm saying. They have people out there that are like that.
Right.
But as we don't do as much as like Lil Baby's Big Picture.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many songs like that. There's not many songs about us actually working together and you know what I'm saying, doing like we're not talking about nothing like that as
That's
males.
very true.
As males. You know what I'm saying? These females, they got chants. You know what I'm saying? They got anthems that every female, no matter what age you are, is going to sing it to the top of their lungs as if they wrote it themselves.
That is a fact. That is a fact. Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you how you feel about this. That's a good answer. That make a lot of sense. Let me ask you this. Shout out to my man Brandon Farmer, who managed Lotto for a long time. He no longer manages Lotto, but that's my guy. Very successful industry executive. And he was looking for female artists, and he posted. And he says, I'm looking for a new female act, and everything ain't gotta be pussy rap. Now he's talking to females, potential female artists that he's going to deal with. Now, how do you feel because you were intellectual and you and I done had all kind of conversations outside off the camera, right? Now watch this. How do you feel about, because a lot of all of the females, excluding Lotto, with the exception of Lotto, and that's my young girl, talk about dick and pussy and what that throat do and all that so much. How do you feel about the majority of the popular women rappers concentrating on sexuality so much?
Well, for one thing that we have to realize, and I just had this conversation. It's crazy that we touch back on this. I just had this conversation like literally earlier today or whatever. But people sometimes, a lot of the time, are not their music. Their sex sells. Sex is one of the highest selling things on the market. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know that sex was the first thing for sale on the earth?
I did not know that.
It was the first thing ever sold.
I did not know that. I could believe it though, because slaves. So it goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? But I could believe that. But because you know what I mean, and with people not actually, some of these females might not actually be like this. Some of these females might actually be like scholars or like real like quiet females, but she just has a good voice on the microphone, or she's a pretty female, or you know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. But this is what feeds her family, because that 9 to 5 wasn't cutting it. School is taking too damn long, and you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. So this is what feeds her family. But because this is what I have to talk about, because this is what interests people. If I speak on what I'm really interested in, I'm gonna be back at home, back in school, I'm back on the clock.
So what you're basically saying is, it's not the artist's fault. It's the consumer's fault for being interested in that.
Exactly, because
the women are just providing what the consumers are interested in.
Exactly. So just the same thing with this the young artist, the new little nigga, what's his name? The little young boy who be talking about shit.
Little young to me.
No. It's one that's really, really young. This boy is like 9 to 11 years old.
Oh my God. I don't know.
Little RJ or something like that. Little RJ, something like that. But he got a song called 60 Seconds or Gone in 60 Seconds or something like that. And spinning the block, killing niggas. He stated in this song. And I was just talking to somebody about it, like, why are we promoting this? And he's actually on tour. He just did a concert with Honcho. the other night with Lil Baby, Honcho, Rilo Rodriguez, and he was just on the stage with these people talking about spinning on niggas, and niggas is promoting it. But I'm like, why?
But hold on. This is where the OG in me come out. This is my this is because you said why are they promoting it? I'm about to tell you. It's the OG's fault. The popular, successful, influential OGs. I'm an OG. I'm successful. I'm not as successful as T.I. I'm not as successful as 2 Chainz. I'm not as successful as Migos. But these are the OGs in the game. He's 9 to 11. Who is he looking up to? And when you talk about rap, are there more influential rappers talking about I'll do this, I'll do that, I got this, I got that, more than there's people like J. Cole talking about don't save her, she don't want to be saved. There's right? Which one? How many? Like, which is more? Which is heavier?
This what's his name? Soldier Boy said it best, and I hate that he said it, but it's the truest shit in the world because I am living proof of it. Niggas don't want to hear that lyrical schmiracle shit. Niggas don't care about that shit. They want to bang their head, and they want to, and it's okay, but it's okay because don't get me wrong, the shit hard. Some of it is dope. Some of it is really crazy, like Finesse, like Moneybag, like them niggas, they crazy. Dirt, them niggas are hard. But at the same time, 9 to 11 years old for niggas to be putting him on stage and him to really be getting paid for talking about spinning on somebody when nigga you don't even know what your thing do for real. Like you're 9, bro. Like you're 9. Be a kid. Go play free.
Well, understand. You gotta understand. That's they're exploiting the kid. That's what they're doing for money. They're exploiting them.
And even with that, that's what we also say. But that's what pays his family. That he might not be that kid. He might not be like that. He might want to go.
He's not old. He's not old enough to be that.
It might be, but I'm saying it might be where he is, and like his reality, what he sees. That's you know true. What I'm saying? It might be what he's around. It might be for real.
Yeah.
What he knows.
That's true. But that would
it's not time for you for that though.
Right.
And that does not have to be you because you're 9. You're 9.
Right. No, listen. I got 2 kids. My kids are successful and they didn't have to do if it is his environment and what he does see and what he knows. We failed way before the music. If that's what that kid got to lay his eyes on every day, that life, we failed him way before he got into music. The parents, the environment, you know what I'm saying? If we rapping about what we see and what we've experienced, and that's the bulk of our content is talking about spinning the block and busting this and offing this nigga and offing somebody. We were failed at some point. Now let's pivot because I want to get back to Sheed. Because this is about Sheed. I'm telling you, this is about Sheed. Now watch this. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna ask you something. I've never done this on the Savon's Legendary Podcast. Never, not once. And I hope you're ready. I love to catch my guests off guard. You know me. You know I don't play. Now watch this. Sure. Your song, By Myself, resonates with a lot of people. It especially resonates with me because I'm the introverted extrovert. And there's a word for it. I forget what it means. It means kind of both. But I prefer to be by myself. But it came out of necessity because I got let down so much. And that's what you were saying in the song. Right. For the first time exclusive on Legendary Pod, can you just do me the favor? Yo, big homie, do me the favor. Yes, sir. Give me the hook and first verse of that. Just so that people can get just a taste of Sheed.
Yes, sir. I said, if I gotta do it by myself, that's how I eat too. And I was taught don't need nobody, you make them need you. You think I'm bad, you really fucking with the nice one. So about my money, bitch, I went and bought a price gun. The only time I at peace is when I'm by myself. I wanted to cop me some OG, I should just buy myself. The bitch say that I should trust. I might surprise myself, but I've been shitted on enough. I like it by myself. Cause I ain't got no time for being crossed. I move for dolo. Got bitches say hello to me like I'm with Moto. I prayed for this shit all my life like Casey and JoJo. I got to, used to being fly, can't be no dodo. I had to get it off the pain. I had to take some of the blame. Had to readjust my aim so I could jump back right. I had to charge it to the game and realize shit won't never change and had to stop doing the same. And now I'm back to life. They say it's coming. Well, I need that bitch to speed up. Said I won't trap no more than hit them for the re-up. I'm tired of fighting for my life and getting beat up. They let me do it by myself, not screaming, we up. But yeah, that.
Man.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
listen. Exclusive.
That's on.
Yo, listen, man, that shit, that's a perfect example. And when y'all hear the cadence that he used in the song, in the music that goes with it, and how he wrote it and just stayed in a certain pocket, y'all will understand what him and I were talking about earlier when it comes to merging lyrics, experience, storytelling, and catchiness and danceability. And I'm telling y'all, that's one of his records. Y'all go, this is a treat. Y'all don't understand. This is Save On saying it. Like, and I'm a critic, boy. I hate everybody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate everybody.
Appreciate it.
That's why he laughed, because he didn't see me. He didn't see me like, nah, son, sit down. Don't no one do that. Don't do that again.
Yeah. Nah, for real. No.
Yo, so let me ask you a question. We about to pivot. So, and once again, I'm gonna put both of these records, say that and by myself and the details in the description. What is she working on right now?
Well, as you know, my stage name is They Need She. You know what I'm saying?
She.
Yeah, so I'm working on a They Need She mixtape. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually using other beats, but also using original beats to let niggas know that I cannot just mimic you, but I can also do my own shit. And it's just as dope and not if not better. You know what I'm saying? And it says it in my name, you know what I'm saying? When I do they tracks, it's really the quote of my name, like they need me. They need me on this track. They should have had me on this track. You know what I'm saying? They should have had me on this track.
I tried to get you on the track. I know I needed you on track. I tried to get you on track. More than once. More than once. Just for the world to know, damn that. This is big sense.
Nah, it's time for that. Nah, come on. It's time for that. Cause okay. I want to let you know. For real. I actually, and I can say this in the most humbling manner ever, I froze on you, bro. I froze on you because of who I know you are, and because of what I know, I froze. You know what I mean? And don't get me twisted. Like, now that I go back and you know what I'm saying, I'm like, it's crazy because like the shit I'm doing on my own and the songs that I'm doing on my own, these bitches is crazy. Like, you heard Boom. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. You heard the song I performed the other night. You know what I'm saying? The Love Joint I performed the other night. Like, the shit I'm doing on my own is classic shit. And it's like, I just didn't want to let you down. It was like I was trying to go too hard. And then it's like I started thinking too much. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like when you thinking too much, it's like you got all this shit going on in your head. It's like literally thoughts being tossed around the room, and you just sit looking, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out what to say. You know what I mean? And
I first of all, I want to say that's some real grown man, mature king shit. Just to be able to admit that. The reason I can say that is because I've done the same. I've done the same thing. I've done the same thing. I remember some time ago when I was on the circuit, when I was a young bull, just going ham, and Diddy, me and my man pulled up on Diddy, and we was all at the same party, and Diddy was like, "Yo, say spit something." And it was girls, and it was in the section, and it was bottles, and I froze. And that could have been one of my moments. But everything shake out the way it's supposed to shake out, but I understand it. But just for the listeners, understand, I put a lot of pressure on artists that I deal with, that I choose to deal with, because it's very rare, it's extremely rare that I want to deal with a rapper. I deal with vocalists. I write for singers. Hello, what's up to Life Jennings, Dave Hollis, The Case, Donnell Jones. They all know. I write for singers. So when I choose a rapper to deal with, it's extremely rare because people going to be like, Savon, don't never do that. Why? And then I give you the platform and you show them why. And I remember very clearly me saying, don't think about me. Give me Sheed. Give me They Need Sheed. All I want you to do is you. But I know that can still be, because you're so lyrical, you're so intelligent, young man. You're so intelligent. I could just see, and when you say there's just words and ideas and lines and approaches all just floating in the air, and you got to choose which one to go with. And I'm a writer. I get it. But I'm telling y'all gonna get a Save On and They Need She record. Y'all gonna get it.
On my life, you will, and that's my word. I promise you. And look,
and this
the crazy part is, like, I don't have a problem like that. Like, if we out somewhere and you like, hey, she spit, I never have a problem with that. That is literally the easiest shit to me ever. You know what I'm saying? I love to perform. I love being on stage. Like, that's my comfort place. You know what I'm saying? That's my special place. People be like the studio, and no, I like being on stage where I can literally see the reaction of people and how they feel about my music. I love that. You dig what I'm saying? Because not to be like that, but like, this is my gift in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can ball, I can cut hair. Those are talents. This is my gift in life, though. Like, this is my purpose. I feel like in some way, form, or fashion, in a past life, I had something to do with music. Whether it was tap dancing, whether it was playing the piano, whether I sung, played the banjo, whatever, I did music. I did music because this shit is so easy. It's so easy. It's like what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? So, for sure, we gonna have ours, and that shit gonna be classic. That shit gonna be classic. That shit gonna be
special. Now, for the viewers that's watching this, you can't tell, but you freeze up every once in a while. I just want the listeners to know it's not your phone, it's not your laptop, it's not your iPad or nothing like that. His video does freeze up just a little bit and glitch just a little bit. I notice it too. I don't want y'all to think that it's great. You don't know, but it's no, you good. No, you good. You good, She. You good, She. So now listen, I got you. You ain't see this coming neither. Okay, look at him. Look at his eyes, really. He like, oh shit, what's Say about to do now? No. So on my podcast, I always do a question of the day, and it's most of the time it's to spark conversation, but it's to catch my guest off guard too. But I'm not going to get into that just yet. What I want to do is what helps me and what's helped the listeners kind of frame and paint a portrait of your characteristics and your personality type, in my opinion, is top 3. Now, we're going to do the top 3 female vocalists to you of all time. And then we're going to do the top 5 rappers of all time.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So which would you like to start with?
I'm going to go to female vocalists of all time.
Top 3, They Need Sheed, top female vocalists of all time. Let's go.
Okay. Whitney Houston, number 1. Number one, Whitney Houston. Number two, I hate that I forget her name because I get her confused with somebody else. Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
Jennifer Hudson, correct?
Jeez.
Yes, okay. And number three, female, top female. I don't know. I'm a little iffy about this one, but her prime her primal days. I would say more so her primal days than today. Mariah Carey.
Okay. So early Mariah.
Early Mariah.
Early that's not a bad three at all. That three tough by that ain't a bad three at all. Let's pivot. Let's go to top rappers now. Just for disclaimer, they don't have to be male. Your top 5 of all time. They don't have to be male. If they are, cool. If they're not, cool.
Yeah, they are, unfortunately. No, I'm gonna throw one female in there, actually.
Now, wait a minute. This is gonna go. Listen, a lot of people are gonna see this.
Okay.
This is I need you to understand the ramifications, sir.
Get what you're saying, sir.
They need she top 5, not top 5. Top 5 of all time, dead, living, ever. Go.
Right. All right. So, 1, Tupac. 2, got to give my number 2 to.
Now, hold on. Let me stop you because I don't want you to overthink it because they don't have to be in order.
Okay.
It's in your top 5. You don't have to give me order.
Okay, bet. That's perfect.
Yeah, I just made you easy. Made it easier.
Way easier. That's way easier. Okay, so then Pac. I said the one female I'm gonna throw in there, Missy Elliott.
Underrated.
Underrated as fuck. As fuck. 3 is, of course, to me, Lil Wayne, one of the best rappers of all time. 4, Cameron. Cam. I like Cam. And 5.
Hold on. Big shout out to Cameron Giles. Listen.
Yeah, my stepdad
Cam get clowned so much for his style of rapping. They'd be like, I was with Daffy Duck. We was in the Laffy Taffy truck. like
hard though, because of the authenticity of his style is what it was for me. That's what it was. It's not. My thing is to not sound like I don't want to think about another artist when I'm listening to you. I don't want to think that you sound like somebody else when I'm listening to you. That's old, new, yesterday, tomorrow. It don't matter. I don't want to think about another artist when I listen to you. Nobody sounds like none of the people I just said. You know what I'm saying? So
that's 3. So hold on. We got Pac, we got Missy, Misdemeanor. Shout out to Missy. And we got Cam. Where we going?
4. I feel like I'm gonna regret it if I don't do this. I'm gonna go J. Cole, of course.
Wow. Of all time. Oh my God. Okay. We got Cole.
All time. And number 5 on my 5 I gotta really think because I can't exclude nobody from this one because this has got to be like a.
You gotta be careful. This might get you a fan. It might lose you a fan. This is very important. Not to put no lot of pressure, but it's pressure right now. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. Even if you lose it off of this, you're gonna gain it if you hear my music. So I ain't even tripping. I ain't even tripping.
You better stop that.
Dope sell itself, man. The dope sell itself. But shit. I want to say Big, man. I gotta say Big. I got to.
Yeah. Now, it's a whole lot of people that put Big in their top 5. So you can't go wrong with Big. You can't.
Right. The reason why I say Pac and Big though, because of the fact of the matter, what I was just saying about authenticity of style, a lot of people after them mimic not the style, but like their style, their formula. You know what I'm saying? So if not for them, there would not be a lot of the ones that we have after that. So if you're gonna say of all time, you gotta put where it originated from.
Now, throughout the years, and it's been a lot. I've been 26 years up in this business. It's been 26 years since I've been first got on the radio. So I've been doing it a long time. My top five, I've been in this conversation. I remember being in Brooklyn and almost having to fight my way out the studio. And I'm not Easy LP can vouch for this. I remember being in Brooklyn. We was either in Brooklyn, I think it was in Brooklyn or Jamaican Queens, one or two. Anyways, and it was a room full of like, them niggas don't rap. Them niggas was gorillas. They was goons. They was just in the studio with certain people, celebrities that was in the room.
Right.
Noriega, shout out to Drink Champs. Anyways, and they asked me my top five, Young Boy, man. And Big is not in my top five. My top five.
That's why you had to fight your way
out. Huh?
Why you had to fight your way out. You was in Brooklyn. You was in Brooklyn and he's not in your top five. That's why you. But go ahead, I'm listening.
No, you see where I was going? You see where I was going? So my top five, real simple, in no particular order. Pac, Jay, Nas, Rakim, and M.
Those, and see, that's why the reason why I said what I said, because Jay to me has a big style.
You think so?
Yes. Early Jay until probably about
Blueprint,
when he started reinventing himself. Yes.
100%.
When he started reinventing himself.
100%.
So, but still, you would not love him if not for that early shit.
I don't know. Listen to me. I'm a huge Jay fan. Listen, I hear you. All I'm simply saying is, I didn't like early Jay. I didn't like Jay until Blueprint. Blueprint 1. Because that was the beginning of the Jay we know today.
Okay.
I didn't like, to me, Reasonable Doubt got 3 records on it that I like. That's it. And up until Blueprint 1, there was probably been only 5 or 6 records, not albums, records that I like up until Blueprint 1. And after Blueprint 1, pew, to me. So I think that Big had an influence on Jay. I don't think the Jay that I know today sound like Big.
No. I say the style, not sound. Style.
No, I get it. I understand the difference.
And I say this because Jay, to me, dude, is literally, like I said, I would have put him in my top 5 if I would not have put Big in my top 5. If the name would not have came to my head, Jay would have definitely been the one.
No, I got you. Hold on. Not to cut you off. We got 30 seconds, Sheik, and I got a question of the day. I don't mean to cut you off.
Sure.
Real quick, we got 30 seconds.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
We got it.
If you had to write a gospel album of your life in one title for the name of the album, a gospel album that reflects your life, what would the name of the album be? You got 10 seconds.
Well, for one, I'm Muslim, so you know what I'm saying? The name of the album will be Inshallah, but what that means is if God wills.
If God's willing.
Yes.
I love that. And maybe